Crimson_Ricky is first to the stream.
Okay, I think we are about ready to go. Hey, Crimson, I see you are indeed first. And that's it. Nothing else. How are you doing today, Crimson? Everything seems fine on my laptop. How's YouTube? I don't know if I checked. YouTube seems fine at the moment. Let's hope we have no other issues at all. Let's hope everything goes fine. Nothing will go wrong today. So, last time I beat Sen's Fortress, and I made it to... Where the hell am I? I actually forgot the name. It's not like I could check. I can only check when I leave and come back.
You've survived. Impressive. If you require rest, now is the time. That is up.
Yeah, that's all you're saying.
The bonfires attend. They are linked to, yet never.
Yeah, you said all you do is say the same thing. Okay. Well, anyway, I have to continue making progress. Is there gonna be any lag? Usually happens whenever I'm walking out here. Doesn't really look like it. Yeah, I only ended stream a little bit earlier than normal because while we didn't get a second crash, there just seemed to be a lot of lag yesterday, here and there. So I figured it might be best to just call it before an actual crash happens. Yeah, I gotta make my way into that castle. Or is it a cathedral? Either way, I need to make my way into it. I made it in there once, but I died. Didn't get to another bonfire. Then I keep dying to demons. You know, thinking about it, how often do I really need the item pickup? I don't know. Okay, I'm just gonna try to skip past these guys. I said try. You know, they could just walk through. And they're following me. Okay. Are you gonna turn around? Oh my god, I think they're trapped. Oh my god, they're both stuck in the doorway. They're like crabs in a bucket. They can't leave. Maybe if I aggro a little bit? Nope. Well, maybe I'm safe from them because they're both stuck in the doorway. Okay, he jumped off the edge. That's okay. I basically survived on 1 HP. That kind of sucks. And they're stuck in the doorway. They're still there. Okay. You know, at least I keep getting my stuff back. Well, actually, no. I think I lost it once. Because that's a pretty low number. Actually, I think it was nothing. Now I think about it. Yeah, I need to aggro them. Back away, where they can't reach me. And that one just fell off the edge. I wonder if I should go hit, dodge, roll, hit. Maybe that would be better. I use up more stamina that way, though, and my damage doesn't really change. Okay, so I gotta remember that a full combo is not enough for these guys. can still get hit by the one, by either one of them. Are you shitting me, Death? Oh, okay, wait, I did not pull up the app for that. That would make a difference. Give me a sec. Playing Rocket League again? Nice. Hope you're having a good time. Hydrate? I will do that. Don't worry. I've only died once today. I've only died once, so you're good. Okay. Trying to see if the audio is stabilizing. No, not really. Okay, no, we're gonna fix that. Come on, computer, please, work. Thank you. All right. Okay. Gonna try that again. Can I please get past the guy? Maybe it would be better to go after the left one, actually. Where the hell's the elevator? There it is. Maybe it would be better to go after the left one first. Or maybe it won't matter at all. I'm now trying to think, like, is it worth level grinding? Just go fight some armors because they give decent EXP. Or decent souls, I should say. But I'm trying to figure out what I would need. Right now, it would just be more stamina. Just so I can hit more often. But do I need it? Now don't get stuck in the door, you two. Stop following me. Stop following me. Stop following me. Okay, for someone... This one really hates me. Is that a permanent 4-hit combo now? That might be a permanent 4-hit combo. Since I'm over here, can I get the sneak attack? Nope, not really. I was curious. This guy really hates my guts. 1, 2. He's just like, I'm backing away. I'm just gonna leave you alone. You don't mess with me, I don't mess with you. Oh, you want to mess with me now, punk? Okay, so that one was more than a 4-hit combo. But that, I think that's because... it was more than a 4-hit combo because Bleed did not activate. If Bleed activates, though, I think it's considered a crit. And that guy fell off the edge. Okay. So, doing the roll forward, doing that, like, it works, but I just kind of waste more stamina, and the damage doesn't really change much. So I'm almost better off just walking forward, save the stamina. You know, I really should remember the jump heavy attack. I was gonna say, can I get that one, please? Okay. Wait. Oh. More demon spears. Oh, hey, Batcap. Want to ask me something? I'm gonna type of chat. Volume's off. Is Scott want to ask you something? You gotta have to... Oh, okay. Gotta have to top it. At the moment, if I want to ask Batcap something, I have to go in chat. I'll keep that in mind for now. Nothing too specific at the moment. So, I'll just wait. Of course, I get hit with the bolt. Are you kidding me, Death? Okay. So... There's no way to sneak past the one guard. That's a problem. There's no way to sneak past. But... So... Maybe I will try going for the one on the left. What the... Oh. I'm surprised Automod went through there. It actually worked for once. Automod went through and stopped a bot telling me to buy bot viewers. It actually did its job for once. That almost never happens. Yeah, Automod activates on the most stupid shit. So you could absorb the bad luck so stream doesn't crash? Good. Very good. Hope you're having a good day, Batcap. Yeah, it's still not worth it when the other guy's here. Still not worth going for the attack. Will you please leave me alone? I did nothing to you. I would have left you alone. But no, you had to chase me down. And for that you shall die. Okay. Oh, you bullshit, Death. Falling off the edge. And then he chased me down. I fell off the edge, and then he's like, I'm coming after you. Alright. You know, and it sucks, because I made it past that guard one time, but now I can't get past him again. That's the really annoying thing about all this. And there we go. So yeah, yesterday I was kind of trying to look into, you know, getting the YouTube emotes to appear on stream, right? And Batcat posted something on Discord, but I'm like, I looked into it and I wasn't seeing anything like that in Streamlabs. Even though when I would type into like Google or something just to see if that thing exists, and it did. The internet says it exists, but yeah, I can't find it in Streamlabs. So I don't know what's going on there. But it kind of sounds like for me to get the emotes on stream, it sounds like I will need to go third party. I did see a video talking about a third party chat log app that doesn't seem too bad, and I may consider, but it's something I want to look into. Again, the less I have, you know, I kind of hate having so many different programs, but if it helps, it helps, you know. Okay, nope, there's two of them. No, all three are aggroed. Oh, are you kidding me? I'm pretty sure I tried dodging there. Death. You want me to play Dokapon again to put your luck. To jump twice. You want me to work on the avatar and jump 3 times? It doesn't matter, Batcap. Do what you want. Do what you want, Batcap. How's it going? It's going alright, Cyber Command. I mean, Londo is still about the same, because I would get to the point where I'm getting shot at by 2 archers, and that's where that's the farthest I get to usually, except for the one time I got past them yesterday. But, you know, it's about the same, Cyber Command. About the same. Hope you're having a good day today. It's either I die to, like, the archers, or something else happens. Usually getting swarmed by, like, the demons over here. Might have slept too much, though. Oh, oversleeping. How fun. By the way, a little bit earlier, these 2 suits of armor got stuck in the door. Yeah, they both tried to chase me down, and they both went to the door at the same time, and they just kind of got stuck in the door. The Sentinels, that's what they're called? Okay. Or at the very least, that's what you call them. Yeah, they got stuck in the door. It was kind of funny. Come on, dude. That guy really has it out for me. I wasn't even close. This guy really has it out for me. And when did I aggro you? Man, I really wish the enemies had friendly fire like in Bloodborne. Because I'm pretty sure they could hit each other. Yeah, this guy just has it out for me. Like, I wasn't even close to him, and he's like, oh, I sense the bad vibes. That wasn't even on purpose, but I kicked him. Kicked him off the edge. It says slice. That's hilarious. I mean, these guys aren't, you know, they're not that heavy, so kicking him off the edge is a strategy. Oh, I didn't even realize that was one. Okay, great. I aggro. Both! Not what I wanted. Dead. Or something like this happens, you know? I aggro too many enemies at the same time. Were those kicking things off of edges? Well, okay, no. To be fair, Batcap, they tend to jump off the edges themselves. This is the only time I kicked them off. There's a difference. But that was hilarious. But again, they have wings. You think they would fly back up. But they really don't bother trying to fly. I think they just forget they can do that. What do you think, Cyber Command? Are those wings just for show, mostly? If they forget how to fly? Or the fact that they can? Hell, one of them carried me over here. Or two of them. Either way, we know they can fly. They just forget that they can. Or choose not to, either way. Nope. The other one's chasing me down. One's backing away. But this one still says I didn't pass the vibe check. It is a 4-hit KO, but only if the bleed / crit, whatever it is, activates. You know, when they fall, they can't fly because the sudden drop would cause damage to their wings if they pushed back. They do look like the wings already kind of look like they're, what's the word? Tattered? Like they're very thin. So maybe like a sudden, like trying to suddenly use the wings might tear them. I can maybe see that. Like if they use the wings at a standstill like that, it's not, there's not much drag already in use. So it doesn't really bother them. But if there's already a bunch of air resistance, maybe it would damage the wings? I guess I can see that. Okay, can I aggro one? I just want to aggro one of them. Nope, I aggroed both. I was gonna say, is he actually chasing me down? But nope, he's just stuck there. Okay. This is just so weird. And you fell off the edge. Perfect. Finally made it past here. Again, now the real one. I'm gonna try going after the left one this time. I don't know why, but I'm gonna try going after the left one. Of course I get hit by the bolt. Never mind! Okay, that doesn't work. Death. Okay, yeah, there's a reason you don't go after the left one first. The one on the right still has a straight shot to shoot you. So it really doesn't change anything. So I was right every other time. Go after the one on the right. Because at least there's some blind spots for the other one still shooting me. If I had some electric paper, I could enchant my sword, and that could help me get past them. But one, I forget where the shop was to let me buy the electric paper. And two, I would have to leave. Yeah, I would have to leave and then come back. So I don't know. We'll switch devices so you can hear me, I swear to God. If it crashes in the short period you're gonna just scream. That, in some ways, that would just be funny. At this point, I'm just trying to get past the sentinels. And if one chases me down, I'll deal with the one. Okay. This is basically how ideally I should deal with these guys. Because that was perfect. No issues. No hit run. Okay, can I aggro just one? Perfect. Only one got aggroed. The other one got aggroed, but right when I was about to kill the other. So I'm okay with that. That is just the perfect way to deal with this. Again, I was right. Go after that one. If you want to go and get the item after the fact, then do it after killing that guy. Risk it. Oh my God, I got past him. Made it past him. Okay. Back in here. Now, I made it in here once before. As you can see, I opened this door, and there was an enemy in here that I died to. Yeah, it was you. I died to this guy. He is guarding a chest. I'll just leave him alone. If I just checked the other door. Are you serious? All right. We know the drill. Reverse. Finally, progress. rekindle. Perfect. Can I level up? Yes. I want to add more stamina. Actually, wait, before I level up, let me repair. Always do that first. I know I don't have any other shards. Let's get the stamina. Progress. Okay.
Oh, there you are.
Nice to see you
been
here.
Quiet these days? Smooth summoning out there? Anytime you see my brilliantly shining signature, do not hesitate to call upon me. You've left me with quite an impression. I would relish a chance to assist you.
How'd you get here?
You really are fond of chatting with me, aren't you? If I didn't know better, I'd think you had feelings for me. Oh no, dear me, pretend you didn't hear that.
Okay then. What else do you guys say?
Really are fond
Okay,
of
you're now repeat. Got it. If I just went left instead of right. Made one bad decision. And then died to this guy. That was the other bad decision. See? Easy. No hit run. How come I wasn't able to do that earlier? Sunlight metal. Don't know what that is, but it's nice to have more items for to work with. Okay. Let's explore this place a little bit more. Well, hello there. Damn, you hit hard. Death. Even if I boost my HP by, you know, 1 level, it's still a 2-hit. Oh, well. Maybe I could survive another hit. Make it a 3-hit KO instead of a 2-hit KO. Possibly. I guess it really depends on the move he used. Death. It really depends on which attack he uses, but okay. You know, the one with the lance was easier to fight. But then again, at least all the times he attacked me, it was all the bigger wind-up ones. Okay, come on. Nope, try that again. Got him. I will not go to full health. We'll keep it as is. What was that sound? Okay, what were you guarding? Does not open from this side. Okay, that's a shortcut. Okay. What in the world were you guarding? Okay, there's nothing in here. As far as I could tell. Have there ever been items in, like, the pots in this game? Because, you know, I would break pots and stuff, and I don't remember if items were in any of them. This is definitely a secret passage of some sort. There we go. Gonna work on art piece. Go right ahead. Is this your first actual hint that there could be a hidden passage? Because this is kind of obvious. Like, the obvious indent. You go over here. You look through the window. You can see there's a room behind here. Is this your first real clue that there are hidden rooms? Maybe it's... And, you know, maybe you can easily just hit the wall. Like, if I didn't know about that before, I probably would have tried that, right? So this is probably your first real clue that that exists. Got quiet. It's gone quiet. I don't like this. Okay, that's a... There's 2 treasures. One of them could be a mimic. There's 4 treasures. 5. Okay, I'm sorry. There was a lot of noise over here. But yet, as soon as I start going down here, there's no sound. Like here, let me look. The free site you're using for pixel art, if I ever want. Is Piskel? I'll consider it, but I think I know of a art program I want to consider that I probably would have to pay for. Yeah, I hear this sound, right? You know what? Maybe it's upstairs. Maybe that's why you don't hear it when you get down here. Because that sound is gone now. Okay. Check to see if any are mimics. Okay, you are not a mimic. You are not a mimic. I'm trying to see if what you're talking about the chain. Like the other way to tell. You are not a mimic. You are not a mimic. Oh! The chain is a lot different. You are the mimic. Occult Club. Now I see how to distinguish the mimic with the chain. Now I see it. Okay. Now I kind of know what I'm looking for. Okay. I am going to head upstairs. I don't need to go back and heal. Just means I have to fight the armored guy again. Okay. What do we got? More treasure. That looks like a mimic to me. Alright. Gold coin. I hope it's not one of those fake gold coins that are actually, like, bugs. Okay. What am I hearing? Okay. You are also a mimic. It would help if I didn't kick. Alright, death. Jeez, there's no kill like overkill, huh? Computer issues, you can't enter in for a bit. Doesn't mean you have to play Dokapon. I mean, do what you want. I don't care. Do what you want, Bad Cap. But you know the risks. I could just head straight upstairs. But I have a feeling even if I tried to, I would aggro him anyway. Oh. Yeah, not bad. I'm kind of realizing how early I can attempt to dodge his attacks. So, it's working out a bit more. I want my stuff back. There, got rid of the mimic. Silver coins. You do it. We're going to start over because you don't want to deal with the required gambling for items needed to continue the story. Hey, you know, as long as you're playing Dokapon, I think that's all that matters, right? I don't know if it matters if you're playing that exact same save file. I like the dragon head on, the mounted dragon head. I was gonna say, watch it be like a real one. It would start attacking me. Okay. I do nothing in this room at the moment. I just see that I can go down there later. Wait a minute. Wasn't I just down there? Like, did I not go in this room? Oh no, that's the one door I couldn't open. That's right. There was one door I couldn't open. Well, hi there. Dead. Okay, it looks like it's really just an item. But you know I want my stuff back. It's just to get an item. Is the item worth it? I don't know. Oh. Nope. I was gonna say try to attack. This is not going well. What? Lock on. Oh! Heal. Nope. Good. I only won there because he was one hit to death. I would have normally dodged first. Or at least that should be what you should do instead. Okay. I got my stuff back. Whoever clicks A for turn order, get time in. So if you practice, you can make yourself go first every time. Oh, I didn't know that. Okay, I just kept stunning you, so that worked out for me. Now I can definitely go back down and get a level up. Soul of a Hero. I had a feeling it was just money. What? It sounds like I aggroed someone. I think there's a knight upstairs that I aggroed. Yep. Okay, good. Dodge! Dodge! Okay. Keep my distance. Perfect. So I think on these guys... Ooh, Dragon Slayer arrows. I think on these guys, when I do this move, the attack goes below the shield. I was gonna say, I knew I aggroed another guy. Oh my god, that's bullshit. Are you seeing this? I can hit him through the door. This is cheese. This is so much cheese. I am not sorry. Oh, he got me too. It works both ways. Well, I got him. Does not open from the side. I could even... There was nothing I could do about that. That's hilarious. What about in here? I was gonna say, I knew I aggroed like another knight. Like I can hear it. Okay. That sounds... It doesn't sound natural. But it's not like I can expect the floor. Oh, I was gonna say. There's a knight around the corner. Are you gonna aggro? You know, we were both prepared to fight, but you definitely got the upper hand there. Okay. Got him. You're getting lucky. What's happening? Go back to your old safe. It's not working. Okay, back to normal. Okay. And here is a staircase. Wait, is there something over here? Nope. Okay. This is a way outside. I don't know where this leads. And I only have 3 heals left. I almost would rather... Who's shooting at me? I aggroed the guy upstairs. Okay. Well, if I go over here, where does this take me? Just a balcony, nothing else. Okay. Hello, who are you? It's not like I could get in there just yet. I can't open that door. Okay, I kind of explored all of this floor at the moment. So, I have to... Wait. Go back down. Is there another staircase? Oh, it's only one way. Okay, so... I have to take... I'll try to keep going. I won't make it, but... Oh, maybe I should go back and get my healing items. No. Okay. I'm going over here. I have to go in here, and you... No, we'll keep the door open. It's not going to hurt anything. I have to go up here. I only see the one armored knight. Oh, no, there's 2. Oh, I freaking knew it. go back to using your sword. Oh, back away. No. Damn it. Death. That was clutch. It's either I try to heal and he hits me. He either went for the attack, I dodged correctly, get the win, or I dodged too early. And he hits me. That's what it was. Hey, Hot Corn Dog. How's it going? I got a little bit farther. Oh, hey, you're on the Twitch side this time, Hot Corn Dog. That's a surprise. Came by to say... And also because you thought of a challenge. Ooh! Well, if you activate it, then that means it will be the next game I play after Dark Souls. I really should have a actual TTS for that one. Maybe I'll add one soon. Okay, Hot Corn Dog. You have redeemed challenge run. As I die. Okay, I lost all my stuff. Death. What is the challenge run? Fire Emblem 6. No promotion run. Okay. No promotion run. So obviously, since you bring up the challenge, you're going to have to give me all the details of the rule set. But that is definitely going on the list next for after this. So, got all 0 of my souls. No promotion run. So obviously it's base units. So I guess a quick question then, Hot Corn Dog. Am I allowed to use pre-promotes? Or because they're promoted, I can't use them? But if a unit definitely starts in a lower class, I can't promote them. Can't promote or use promoted units. Only using losers. No Fa? That's the dragon. Okay, so no dragon units either. So theoretically, to make things easier, Hot Corn Dog, to keep track, anytime I get a promoted unit, I'll just kill them off. I could easily just do that. You know what? I could just straight up ignore you. Wait, no, no, no. You'll probably be aggroed. As soon as I try to go after the other knight. There's a good chance of that. But other than not being able to promote my units or use pre-promotes, I'm allowed to use anything else I want. Okay. We could do that. I know I can activate retro achievements, but I know a lot of those are promoting units, so maybe I'll just, for my sake, maybe I'll not have retro achievements for that one. Or we could do the Final Fantasy 1 thing where I just see how many achievements I can get with that rule set, but nah, I think I'd rather do that separately. Used up all my stamina for that one. Okay, death. It saved the dodge roll. Okay. Yes, though, it also means no using those legendary weapons since you don't think you can S-weapon a skill? I'm trying to remember how FE6 works, or I should say the GBA games, because I believe they all work the same. Does each class end up with a weapon cap? Or is it just whatever you decide to work on? I actually forget. Death. So wait, Hot Corn Dog, does that mean I can't promote Roy? And you know, since this is my second playthrough, I could take the other route this time. If I level up the right characters. Can't get weapon skill to S unless promoted. You'll be stuck at A. So no matter what, I can't use the other weapons. But if I remember correctly with that game, you get the bad ending if you don't get all the legendary weapons, right? Yeah, I do hit his legs when I do that. Get past the shield that way. Damn it. Roy will just be the pack mule like like last time. He is a great pack mule. That is for sure. So, Hot Corn Dog, can you remind me about how getting the true ending works again? Is it just getting all the sacred weapons? Also, isn't Roy force promote? Oh my god, I'm not doing well. Death. I forget how all that works. It's been a while. As long as you got the weapons, you should be able to do it. Though, you'll get the middle ending instead of good. You have to beat Edun with the sealed sword, I believe, to get the good ending. And you know what? The sealed sword is the S-rank sword. So I wouldn't even be able to do that. I wouldn't even be able to get the best ending. But at that point, it's just more of, can I even win? Finally got past it. Okay. Then, Hot Corn Dog. If I remember correctly, no matter what, once you get the sealed sword for Roy, because that's like the second to last chapter on the bad ending, basically, or just the middle ending, he is force promoted. So does that mean that when he is force promoted, obviously I have to take him with me in the chapter, but that means I can't use him? Oh, that was nice. That was nice. Okay. If he is force promoted, you gotta strip him of his weapons. He can still be the pack mule and even carry items, but he cannot attack. I had a feeling that would be the case. I had a feeling that would be the case for him. Did I aggro him? Yeah, now I aggroed him. Get in here. Let's fight. Okay. Oh my god. Damn it! Damn it! Oh! Oh! I'm gonna try healing. I should have done that last time. I don't know, I just think of the Black Knights in the forest where I try to heal, they take advantage of that, so I thought they would do that too. 4 ads? Oh, imagine having ads. Set up the Battle Royale. Imagine having ads, though. Should have locked in and stopped all ads. But hey, at least you gave me a little bit of ad revenue. It's not much. It's 1 cent, but it's totally worth it, clearly. Ooh. Oh my god, death. Okay, so no promoted units, and if I even want to, I could just kill off all the promoted units just to make things easier. You know, don't accidentally use a promoted unit. And that means any promotion items I could just straight up sell. Or ignore. Be like, oh, that treasure is a promoted item. Let's not even bother getting it. That's how you do it. Oh, you dropped something. Silver Knight Sword. Nice. You thought adding a rule that if someone dies, they die unless Roy dies. In which you restart the map and those dudes revive, but I feel like that's just whack. Oh, you were saying go with an Iron Man run as well? I don't know about that. Because here's the thing, Hot Corn Dog. I could abuse that just being like, oh, this guy died, but I don't want him dead, but I can't reset. Whatever shall I do? Oops, Roy got in the middle of a fight he couldn't win. Guess I have to reset and everyone's fine. Like, I could totally abuse that. But with a challenge like this, it's more of can it be done just in general. Not an ideal Iron Man run, you know? Like, imagine trying to do the Iron Weapons only run on Sacred Stones with Iron Man. I would have lost a long time prior. Because part of it is just, like, I don't know the strategies, you know? Again, a lot of the times is, can it even be done? Like, Roy will die enough times without any help? That is true. Unless I keep him as the pack mule. At least early on I'll use him, but for sure, once he gets to max level... Once he gets to max level, that is a for sure, there's nothing else that can be done. He is just going to be the pack mule. Sometimes he'll... Oh my god, kidding me. Death. Sometimes he'll help out with fighting, but nah. Maybe he'll get a good stat growth. Yeah, maybe that will happen. Maybe he'll get good stats. Actually, that's kind of unfair to Roy. Because if I remember correctly, Roy's problem isn't his stat growth or anything. It's how late he promotes. Like, that's his problem. Like, he's not necessarily a bad unit other than that. Like, if Roy was able to promote sooner, he'd be an okay unit. Okay. Got him. Perfect. You might have to check who has good stat growth since you don't know who will be good unpromoted. Yeah, maybe. I may have to pick and choose who... I may have to preemptively choose who I want to use ahead of time. And also, there's that split pathway in the middle. And I want to try going the other pathway. And if I remember correctly, what determines which one you go into is... 2 characters need to be at a higher level than 2 other characters? Did I find the hidden rock armor in this area? I think there's a hidden wall behind the fireplace. Yes, I did. I found that. I did find that. I think it's these, actually. It might be these. But I did go find the hidden fireplace. I need to get rid of a lot of crap. Yeah, Hawkcorn Dog, I think that's like the first time the game kind of makes it obvious that there is a hidden wall. Like, it's really obvious. Whether or not you'll figure out that you have to smack the wall is a different story. Oh my God. But at least there is a moment where the game kind of gives you an obvious hint. Now, how you're supposed to figure out how to get into the wooded hollow, I'm still not sure. I'm still not sure about that. So instead of the Pegasus being higher level, you gotta level up the nomads and vice versa. Right. And if I remember correctly, I leveled up the nomads high enough level, so I would need to prioritize leveling up the Pegasus riders. Which is fine. But Pegasus riders are hit and miss for me. Like, I normally like Pegasus riders, but when you get, like, a bad stat growth Pegasus rider, you really feel it. Granted, if you get bad stat growth character in any job class, you really feel it. But I don't know, I feel like I feel the pain more with a bad Pegasus rider than a bad mage.
Whatever can be done.
What do you mean?
You again. Let me guess. Were you repelled by the Silver Knights? Oh, don't be ashamed. There's the fate of vanguards like you and I. I'll think of something. We can overcome this together.
And no promotion to add to the mess. Oh, yeah, I knew that was the case. Yeah, so if I get a bad Pegasus rider, I can't promote them to make them better. I want to go in that room, but I want to take advantage of one thing. I want to take advantage of one exploit. I know I aggroed a knight from over here. It's funny how you can aggro knights through walls. I got him. I killed him through the door. There he is. Okay. Come on. I'm over here. How I don't break the door down is a different question. There we go. Got rid of him. Got rid of him in a more safe manner. Onion Knight is a fan favorite, but he's a bum. Right. Oh, you know what? I thought you were actually talking about Final Fantasy 3 for a second. No. So people call him Onion Knight. I can see it. I can see why you call him Onion Knight. Granted, I think the true fan favorite is the Praise the Sun dude.
It's quite a fix. We'll need another 3, no, maybe 5 bodies. Quite a fix indeed. This is quite
okay. You're now repeating dialogue. Oh my God! There was another one. Damn it! I thought I was being clever. Great. I essentially made no progress. You're locked in trying to get a quick start to comprehend all the bad luck you're gonna get. You blame you know what? Yeah, let's blame Onion Knight for that one. I thought I was being clever. You know, get rid of the knight by using the door trick. But no. There was another one. Oh, that was a bad time. Oh, but I saved it. Okay. Maybe I should hold off on going that way. I kind of don't need to. I don't know. Got him. Now let's aggro at least a knight. Come on. Come over here. It's so hard to tell if I'm aggroing one right now. You know what? The door's open on the other side. He could easily just walk around. I mean, he's not going to, but he easily can. Gotta probably be back. Do what you need to do. And thanks for redeeming challenge run. I now know exactly what I'm doing after this. We're delaying Doom, that's for sure. Well, it's been a while since I played a FE game, even though I've been meaning to play one. I've been meaning to play one soon. Okay, I am just being utter garbage right now. I almost need to go back and just get my healing stuff. Death. Okay. Didn't she redeem a Persona 5 run? Nope. She didn't redeem anything. It's been a while since challenge run has been activated. Besides, once someone uses the challenge run redeem, it's not available for like a week. Yeah, it's not available for a week. She's been deciding on what to do with a challenge run. But she hadn't come up with anything yet. And I was telling her about Persona 4 challenges. But yeah, Persona related. Because the same Persona 4 challenges can be done in Persona 3 and 5. You know, only use the main character or only use the starting persona. But nope. Hot Dog got to it first. That's the thing. He can make me do like 2 more challenge runs if he wants to. I know he has the points. But here's the thing. Bad Cap. Because he's been sticking to YouTube a lot more often. Once he uses up those 3 points, or the 2 other redeems, he would have to come to YouTube, or come to Twitch if he wants to do another, try to get another one again. Unless I find a way to add a challenge run redeem onto the YouTube side, but I don't know how I can do that. Because YouTube doesn't have any redeems. I would have to do something else. an alternate way of handling it on YouTube, but I actually don't know how I could do that. Okay. This Pokemon fits you well, honestly. Oh, Wobbuffet? How so? Because you're taking all the bad luck? Heal up. That could have been far worse. Do I go in here? No. I should, but I'm not. Punching back? Okay. I should only go for 2 hits. I mean, sometimes I could go for 3. It's not always safe. I should just go for 2 hits. Okay, I did not get the other knight from the door. So there's that guy. Wait. Holy crap. There's 3 knights in here, I think. Yeah, there's a knight over there. Holy crap, there's 3 knights in here. Just want to aggro this one. Nope. Nope. I was gonna say, I'm gonna try going upstairs. If he chases me down, that's great. We could get to a better spot to fight. I lucked out on that 3rd hit. Okay. There's 3 knights in that room. Those other 2 are very close by. I'm going to try to aggro the other one near the door. And do that kill. Did I aggro? Come on. How can I consistently aggro you over here? There he is. I was gonna say, not getting him aggroed. What the? Why'd you go all the way? Oh, you must have jump dodged or something. Oh, I got hit. Perfect. There should only be 1 more knight in there. I'm worried about the left side, though. Wait, no, that's not the right way. Oops. I almost need to go back and just go to the save point. Get my healing stuff back. Oh, good. Just the 1. Heal. only go for 2 hits. The dodge roll out of the way. Oh my god, nope. Maybe I should have gone for the 3rd, but we got him. Okay. I have now gotten past these guys. What is the point of going in here? Treasure! It's safe. Demon Tantanite. Nice. Okay, Onion Knight.
Oh ho! What's on your mind, friend? Wait. You defeated those monsters? Fantastic. I'm saved. This Knight of Katarina hereby commends you. Take this as a token of my gratitude.
Tiny Beans ring.
But be warned. Gallantry entails great risks. Next time, give me a chance to come up with a plan.
You could have just went up that way, only dealt with a couple knights, but okay. Let me take a look. Small increase of HP. Just boost my max HP by a little bit. No thanks. Why do I have the gut feeling opening this door is a mistake? Can I close the door? Okay, good. I can still close the door. I can now freely open it back up. Good. You know what? We'll keep this door closed. There's not much reason to go that way. Alright. I'm keeping my stuff. I'm going to heal up. Could have been far worse. You know, Badcap, there's always the Wobbuffet only run in Pokemon. That's always a run that could be done. It'll suck, but that's always a challenge run. Granted, I'm kind of interested in doing like some... I wouldn't mind trying out some solo runs in Pokemon. I just never got around to it. I play a lot of different games, so I kind of get distracted. Can I power up the Yato net? Oh my god, I have so much crap. No, not yet. No, it's the Iaito. The Iaito, not the Iato. Keep forgetting the second I. No idea if I want a starter one. Like, I'm open to the idea of doing a challenge run for Pokemon. And you could basically pick any Pokemon game. I've played all the main lines. What would be the idea? Badcap. And here's the thing, if you pick an older generation, like something like Gens 1 through 3 at the very least, we could probably modify the game to easily have it to where I could start with the Pokemon in question. So it's like, oh, I want to play the game with a Dratini or something. Play Red, Blue, or Yellow with Dratini. We could change one of the Pokemon to Dratini. One of the starters. Like, that's something that can be done. Yeah, Badcap, how my challenge run redeem works is, basically it forces whatever the request is to be the next game I play. So, right now is after Dark Souls, we do the Fire Emblem one. Right? The only time I kinda, not necessarily veto the challenge run, but delay it ever so slightly, usually if it's like a game I really want to play because of Because some sort of timing. Like, if it's a brand new release game, and I'm, like, streaming it, like, with ZA or something, that takes priority, because I gotta take advantage of the potential hype, you know what I mean? Like, I have to take that chance sometimes, you know? But that's the only time I really delay a challenge run redeem. But it's still locked in, basically. I did not veto a challenge run, but I did delay a challenge run, not even for a new game, but it was like with Sonic Adventure 1 and 2. But that's only because I was trying to take advantage of the Sonic 3 movie, I believe, when that was in theaters, and, you know, the movie was out, and Sonic Adventure 2 was what it was based on, so it was just synergy, you know. You understand. Stuff like that is the only times I really delay a challenge run redeem. Hey, Bunny FPS, how am I doing? I'm doing okay. I'm just trying to make my way through this castle cathedral sort of thing. What sucks is yesterday I made it in here, but I missed the bonfire because I checked the right door instead of the left door. Oh my god. Nope! Damn it! Death. I tried dodging. Stun locked. Friend lock is inspired by the YouTubers. The challenge is, as the trainer, you control items used and switches, but your friends or viewers control Pokemon they assign to. Oh, so it's basically a way to get chat involved. I see why we can do something like that. Be definitely a long playthrough, that's for sure. Because chat has to make all the battle stuff. But that isn't, that is a idea, Fat Cap. Hey, how are you doing, Bunny? This is my first playthrough of Dark Souls. The only other Soulsborne game I played before this was Bloodborne, so I have very limited experience. And I'm not the best at this game, especially since you're trying to figure out everything, you know? Figure out where to go, get used to controls and timings. So don't mind me dying 500 times by the end of all this. How many Soulsborne games have you played, Bunny? Also do a Gen 9 run, but only use Pokemon that were Titans? I mean, I guess. That basically just means only 5 Pokemon can be used. But yeah. Yeah, this is just a basic playthrough, Bunny. First playthrough, nothing special. Just trying to get through it. But we're talking about some challenge run ideas because my challenge run redeem was just done today, so after Dark Souls, whenever I get this done, we're doing Fire Emblem 6, but cannot use promoted units whatsoever. And I know Dark Souls and Soulsborne games, so you can do challenge runs of some sort, even if it's just a level 1 run. But you can use starting weapon only type of thing. There's plenty of challenges you could do. Yeah, I'm slowly going through the Soulsborne stuff. come on. That's why I only go for 2 hits instead of 3. Perfect. It's an easier challenge, but it takes a while to get all the mon. Yeah, you basically need to go after Cloth right away. And you can use either Sprigatito or you can use not Fuecoco, the Quaxley. You can use either one to get to Cloth right away. And then that's all you're using for a little bit. But it does mean you're only able to use 5 Pokemon in that challenge, Badcap. That's all you're allowed, which is fine. Perfect. You get your second Mon after Gym 2. Well, you could just go right first. I did that, and hell, I think I did it before the second gym. I don't remember, but I know I went right first, so I think I fought the Titan first. I know I beat Gym 2 first before Gym 1. I know I did that. Oh my god. Really? Okay, that was me being dumb. Death. I should have gone back and healed instead of going for the attack. Great Tusk, or because I have Violet, it would be the Iron Tusk. Tatsugiri, Dondozo. No, wouldn't it just be Tatsugiri? Wouldn't it just be Tatsugiri and not Dondozo? Orthworm, Bombardier. Great Tusk is in the desert, in the middle of the stones after you beat him. Right? Yeah, I know you could catch them all. I know that. But Dondozo, I don't remember you being able to catch him. I thought it was just Tatsugiri, because Dondozo wasn't the Titan. Are both fought and both get mythical herb brews? I mean, he got the boost mostly because he ate the Tatsugiri. Okay. He got the boost because he ate the Tatsugiri. Okay, here's the real indicator, Batcap. When you catch that Dondozo, does it get the, not the alpha mark, but you know what I mean, the Titan mark? I guess that would be the actual indicator. Oh, come on. Let me get out of here. Heal. Perfect. Wait. Oh, you did drop an item. Titan Dondozo can be found. Okay, so Dondozo counts. So 6 Pokemon. Never mind. I thought Dondozo wouldn't count. Yeah, I thought he wouldn't be able to count. You know, you could probably just... I mean, I know parrying is like the best strategy if you're good at it, but I am not good at parrying. Wait, you dropped something. Shield? Nice. I should really power up My armor and my shield. I might keep this armor. It's lightweight. Actually, that's the main reason. It's lightweight. But yeah, the only game I plan to play that's technically a new release because it's a collection is the Mega Man Star Force collection, but that's not until the end of March, so we got some time for that one. And even then, I still may do a smaller game in between the three games, just to kind of break things up a little bit. It doesn't get an ability and has most limited moveset out of all of them. Wait, what do you mean he doesn't get an ability? Slightly more open. Oh my god, that was almost a one-hit KO, Death. That was almost a one-hit KO. I mean, isn't the thing about Dondozo's that you're supposed to pair him up with Tatsugiri to actually make him useful? I never used Dondozo, so I'm not fully sure how it would work. By the way, if I did a challenge on anything on the Switch games, because I don't want to delete my existing save file, I will just make a separate Switch account specifically just to do challenge runs like that for Pokemon. Good. Definitely don't want to delete my existing save file, you know? Commander, it only works if Tatsugiri is in double battles with him. The only double fight is before Dondozo Titan fight. If you do level caps. Right, so it only works in double battles, so it's basically useless in single player. That's what you mean. Right, he has an ability, but it only works in doubles, so it's essentially useless. Until you go to Blueberry Academy. Like, if you do Blueberry Academy, that could change things. You got that wrong. Tatsugiri has Commander, but Dondozo has Unaware. Enemy stat buffs doesn't affect him. So Tatsugiri is the one that gets a power boost when he's paired up with Dondozo. Not the other way around. Okay. So Tatsugiri is going to be the one that would be harder to use. And again, I also haven't used Tatsugiri. That's also one I haven't used. Granted, if you're going to use one, you might as well just use both. Unless you're doing a solo run. By the way, in solo runs, couldn't you... Like, if you were to do a solo run in Gen 9, aren't you able to, like, trade eggs or something right away? So if you prepare ahead of time and you have someone to trade with, you could totally do a solo run of any Pokemon in the more recent games if you're able to trade. Okay. Come on. Damn it. Nope, I'm healing. Got him. You need 2 Pokemon to trade? Well, I get that, but you can easily just catch a random Mon so you can start trading. But you can basically start the... What I'm saying is, if you wanted to do a solo run, you could catch a Pokemon more or less immediately, and then trade with yourself. So that way you can start as early as possible with a... Oh my god. It's the Headless Lizard Wizard. That's what's over here. Oh my god, this one is buffed to shit. Okay. Death. I wanted to see what was in here. I might save him for far later when I'm more powered up. If it's above the level cap, I'm pretty sure it's 20. They won't listen to you. Well, okay, now hold on. Don't the newer games have a way to trade eggs? Bad Cap? Isn't there a way to trade eggs in the newer games? Or if not trade, then Pokemon Home? I thought some of the newer games let you do stuff like that. Because theoretically, if you're able to trade the egg over, you'll then get it to hatch. And if you could get, and then it'll be ID to you. You hatch, then trade. You get a level 1 Mon. Again, I thought you were able to trade eggs directly. Thought that was something you could do now. Well, even so, Backcap, there's still a workaround. I'm pretty sure when you get access to trading, you also have access to Pokemon Home, right? So, what? You don't have friends that play Pokemon, so you wouldn't know? Okay. So, let's say you're not able to trade eggs, right? And you want to be able to start with a certain Pokemon. There is a way of handling it. If you have Pokemon Home, which, you know, I think you just get the free version. That would be enough, I believe. So if I wanted to start with a, let's just say a Baxcalibur, the Ice Dragon thing, right? I can use Pokemon Home with my main save, put a Ditto and a Baxcalibur in, transfer them over to the new save file, have them breed and make 1 egg, and do this at the beginning of the game. So that way you essentially start with the Baxcalibur. Or Frigibax, whatever the first form is called. Because if you can access Pokemon Home, you can access trading at the same time. So that would be a way of handling it. Oh, come on, Death. That way you make the egg, and the egg hatches, it'll listen to you. Yeah, that's a workaround. And in Gen 9, you can do that anywhere. You don't need to go to a specific daycare center. course, I got hit right at the very end. They listen anyways, as long as you don't over-level. Of course, I know that's the case, but if you... But here's another thing, Batcap. Traded Pokemon get an EXP boost. So that is both a benefit and a hindrance. But I'm saying, if you want to do the solo challenge and you want to try to avoid EXP boosts, because that might just be hacks, then you could do the whole transfer over a Ditto and the Pokemon in question, make one egg right at the beginning of the game, basically. That would be a way around it. But I do know with the older games, because I would play them on emulator, there's ways to modify the game to change a starter in question to whatever Pokemon you want it changed to. So it's like, oh, I want to play Fire Red, but I want to use a Zangoose. So you change one of the starters to Zangoose. Like, it's that simple. People beat the champion with just Sprigatito. And another person beat Professor Sada with just a Palmy. Yeah, I know it's possible. Solo runs are possible. If you do solo runs, though, you probably can't do... You can't really do level caps. But the main goal there would just be, what's the lowest level you can really be? At that point, you just go with the lowest necessary level. Okay. I know that's a shortcut. Where's this lead me? There's just more to explore around here. You know what? No, I have to go this way. I have to go this way, and I have to open up the path for a shortcut. I have to do this. Or I should say, it will make things faster in the long run if I get this done now. Come on, game. Okay. I couldn't get out of that first stab. Here's a story of the luckiest one-shot you ever have seen. What? Or luckiest match, you mean? Either way, what is it? Okay, and there we go. 2, 3, 4. I need to remember to get good. I think I'm forgetting that. I don't have the power of get good on my side right now. Yeah, if I were to do a solo run of something from Gen 9... I think how I would handle it is, let's just say, to make things easier, I pick a starter. Like Sprigatito, Fuecoco, or Quaxley, just to make things super easy, right? I would turn off autosave, for one. That's a big factor. Turn off autosave. And then basically just try to do the necessary battles, more or less, to see how far you can get. And then level up when needed. Because luckily, the random trainers are super easy to just avoid. Okay, hold on. It's not safe for me to read that just yet. Give me a second to beat this night. Okay. I'll go for the heal. Play it safe. These guys don't really punish me that much for trying to heal. Okay. Let me read that. You're playing Brilliant? Brilliant Doom? Brilliant Diamond. You met a Munchlax in the underground. He's about to learn Underground Mon, can have egg moves. Was higher level, was confident. Until he hit you with 3 fissures in a row. Oh, God, that sucks. Took him to the next gym to test the odds. He hit a 4th one in a row. That's great. Nah, when I played Shining Pearl, I ran into a Munchlax on the underground, and then he decides to self-destruct. Or explosion, one of the two. Either way, he blew himself up. You know, I have access to, DS and 3DS emulators. And, I could copy my ROMs myself, right? So I wonder if there's a way to modify any of those Pokemon games to change the starter, right? There probably is. And if that's the case, then we could do solo runs on basically any game from Gens 1 through 7. The only game... Okay, I'm trying to think of the actual games I don't have a form of. And honestly, I think the only one I don't have anymore... Okay, no. I need to re-get Sapphire and Leaf Green. I had them, but not anymore. It was kind of shitty how I lost both of those. Sapphire just kind of disappeared. So yeah, Sapphire, Leaf Green. And then other than that, all I'm missing is Ultra Moon. I have every other game. Red and Blue, I have 3DS Virtual Console. Same thing with Crystal. Yellow, Gold, and Silver, I have physical copies of. Fire Red, Ruby, and Emerald, I still have my physical copies of. And then Gen 4 through Gen 6, I have every copy. Gen 7, I'm missing Ultra Moon. So, yeah. We could potentially do solo runs in all of those games. Get over here. Actually, you know what? You're not aggro. You know what? I'm opening this door. There. That's all I cared for. Bro, randomizing starters up to Gen 9. Yes. However, doing Switch games, right? That would require either modifying the Switch or using a Switch emulator. And I don't know if you heard, Nintendo hates both of those things right now. They'll target you, and I don't want to mess with that. Like, I don't want to mess with either of those ideas. Again, the closest thing I could do with, like, solo runs of those games would be to just try to transfer the Pokemon as early as possible through trading or something. There we go. Yay! Made it. And I opened the shortcut. Finally. Yeah, Switch is risky. When you were fighting that Munchlax, you were so beyond mad. That Munchlax killed Torterra, Lucario, and Luxray. Damn. That's insane. That's insanely bad luck. Granted, try playing, like, Pokemon Gen 2 or something. Like, Pokemon Stadium 2, I should say. Because that... Wait, was Fisher? No, Hordrill was in Red and Blue, so yeah, I think Fisher was too. In the Pokemon Stadium games, yeah, those one-hit KOs are there. And if you know anything about the AI of those games, how those AIs works is that they can read the RNG ahead of time. So sometimes you'll be playing Stadium 2. But then, like, a Pokemon will use, like, Ancient Power, even though it's, like, not very effective on you, right? Well, they're using Ancient Power for this one turn because they read that they're going to get the Omni Boost. The Pokemon Stadium and Stadium 2 games cheat that way. They can read the RNG rolls. If I'm on a Switch 2, it's implied they will disable the Switch. Yeah, exactly. And I know there's Switch emulators, but I know Nintendo gets rid of the, like, really tries to tackle you for that too. Even though if I could, I would try to copy the games myself. You know, my Switch cartridges. Like I do with everything else. But honestly, to probably do that, I would probably need to modify the Switch console to do that. Even if I don't use the Switch itself to play modified games. So no, I'm just going to avoid... I'm avoiding anything like that, Bad Cap. Besides, when it comes to emulation, I don't bother with anything, like, basically past PS2. PS2 GameCube. Granted, I will probably emulate Wii, though. Only because of retro achievements. But I have a Wii U, so I could just play the Wii games directly off that. I guess the only other exception would be PlayStation 3, but that's because PlayStation 3 is... The black eye orb is quivering. Huh. But PS3 is known to, like, hate capture cards. So I guess that would be the exception as well. But again, like, basically other than, like, as of right now, Wii and PS3... Specifically PS3, not 360. I basically don't bother with anything emulation past PS2 GameCube era. And even then, there are ways to give like a GameCube a HDMI port. So... That's how I play Pokemon Coliseum. I borrowed, like, an adapter from a friend to be able to capture Pokemon Coliseum. He's randomly strong. His body slam killed Staraptor and his Roseblade. Munchlax. That's how you know he needs to be a part of the main team. If a single raw Pokemon is basically wiping out your entire team, that's how you know that he needs to join. He took down Cynthia's Garchomp. Very nice. I hope he had Ice Punch for that. Okay, no. If I'm aggroing you, you gotta head out here. Yeah, you gotta head out here. We're gonna fight in this open area where no one else can, you know, come interrupt this one-on-one. Ow. Just body slam, no ice punch? Damn. Well, you get stab. That worked out. Do I have to fight this guy? Nope, he's just guarding the chests. Even though they're open. Yeah, I could just ignore him. You know, back up, I don't know if I've ever mentioned basically my emulation policy that I try to keep. I don't know if policy is the right word, but I mentioned before that, like, I'm not against emulation, obviously, but it's obviously about how you get the games. And I personally do my best to get the games myself, you know, in some form. Ideally, since I'm a physical collector a lot of the time, I like to get the game physically. And then from there, if I could copy the game myself over to the computer, that is ideally how I handle things. Can we drop down here? Okay. Yeah, that's ideally how I would handle it. Oh my god, I was gonna say, did I trap myself? Snorlax is so strong. Snorlax is just a strong Pokemon. Just in general, Snorlax is a good Pokemon. But I have a few other rules, right? That I try to follow. If the game never came out in your region, in any form, I think it's just a-okay. If they wanted your money, they would have released it over here. Obviously, still apply to older consoles, not necessarily new ones. You ever done with the ones on the Switch emulators being the Nintendo related ones? Right. Yeah, I try to get the games myself, and then from there, if I am able to copy the games over to my computer myself, then that's how I would do it. If I have the physical cartridge, but I don't have a way to copy the games myself, then from there, find it. Because in that case, it's more of, I can't copy it, but I have it, you know? But ideally, if you could copy it yourself, that's all of the better. Yeah, if the game never released in your region, go right ahead. If they wanted your money, they would have released it in some form. There would have, like, there's no way to play Mother 3 officially over here, so in my eyes, it's fair game. Oh my god. Bro, America got it. Never got it. Exactly. If the game... Like, if the game has a version that never came over here, but other versions have. For example, Final Fantasy V Super Nintendo never made it over here. But we have plenty of other Final Fantasy Vs. Own a other version of Final Fantasy V. That way you support it. And then go ahead with the Super Nintendo version, because that's the best you could do. If you ever added Mother 3 to Worldwide, why the fuck is Lucas in Smash? And you know what's funny about that, Bad Cap? You want to know what's super funny? Back in Smash, back in Brawl, there was a different character that was going to be considered. It was... what's his name? Oh, what's the character's name? Hold on. Path of Radiance is now on the GameCube. Yeah, I mentioned that the other day. Hold on, give me a minute. I'm trying to remember the kid's name from a different game. Give me a sec. This was considered for Brawl. Okay, there we go. So, for Brawl, there was a different character that was actually being considered. It's Mike Jones from the NES games Star Tropics. And so, it was rejected by Sakurai because Sakurai was like, we are not going to add a character that's only available in a single region. Because Star Tropics was made by Nintendo of America and was only released in America. I don't even think it had a European release. But yet, you know, Lucas is in the game, and Lucas is only in Japan. You know, Mother 3 anyway.
Who are you? Forge your weapons.
Banishment Callus? What? When did I get these? These are strength-based weapons anyway, so I'm not gonna bother. Can you... Oh, I can buy these now from him. Nice. Moonlight arrows. Giant's equipment. Okay. Yeah, Mike Jones from Star Tropics was being considered, but no, we can't add Mike Jones. He's only in America. Okay. I need 2 more of these. If I remember correctly, someone told me that they dropped from the slugs back in Blighttown, and I'm not going to go all the way back just to fight some slugs. If there were other enemies that drop them, I don't know what they are, so I'm just going to buy... Well, I'm going to buy 1 for now. Keep this place in mind. At least I opened the shortcut. Yeah, we have Lucas, and Pokemon designed off Japan-only things, right. Yeah, Lucas could have just been a bad case of, it could have been a bad scenario for Lucas, because maybe at the time they were considering bringing Mother 3 over, but it just never ended up happening. Because Mother 3 came out in 06. In Japan, and Super Smash Brothers Brawl was 08. So maybe at one point in time, Lucas was considered. Or Mother 3 was considered. So maybe that's why Sakurai kind of gave the okay. Or he just didn't realize how much of a hypocrite he would actually be in that statement. I don't know. It's just kind of funny it ended up that way. It was like 3,000 souls to buy one. Okay. Okay, so the other rule was if a version of a game hasn't come out over here, but if other versions have, buy an official version, but then emulate the other version if you want to. For example, let me try to... Damn it. Okay, no, this ain't safe. Dead. For example, Live Alive came out on Switch. It's a remake of a Super Nintendo game. We never got the Super Nintendo game. So, if you want to emulate the Super Nintendo game, buy the official Live Alive game on Switch, and then go ahead and play the Super Nintendo version. That would be the best way to handle it, in my opinion. Damn it! That was bad. Death. We also had Min Min. I like her game. But the game was nowhere near popular. That was probably a decision made early on, though. I don't know. And besides, how often can Nintendo add a brand new character from a new IP they made? And also, you can use it as a way to try to make ARMS more popular. And also, you could argue Sakurai just wanted to try to make a moveset with that character. It would be unique. Oh, come on. Death. Move says forward smash. True. But here's the thing, Backcap. With that argument, why did we get Ice Climbers? Why did we get Game & Watch? Those games are not nearly as popular, especially Ice Climbers. Especially by the time Melee came out. And Ice Climbers hasn't got its own game since the NES days, so... By that argument, we shouldn't have Ice Climbers. So, like, at a certain point, I don't really care. Because if it were going purely on popularity, the entire roster will just be Mario, Pokemon. And then Zelda. And that's basically it. Up here. If I take down, you know, if I take down one more guy, I can power up my Iaito. Never mind. Death. Third party would be more popular. Also, you don't care if there is enough Mario in there. Where's Waluigi? I mean, everyone's asking for Waluigi. But again, if you made the point that ARMS wasn't popular, so why did Lin get in the game? Well, by that argument, Mario, Zelda, and Pokemon would be the only reps. Because those games sell the most. You gotta throw in the weird picks in fighting games. You have to throw in those weird ones. Death, damn it. I didn't get my stuff back. You can't just have the obvious. You have to pick the deep cuts. Ones no one would expect. Assist trophies were first able to be damaged in Ultimate. Hold on. And yeah, the first time they showed that was using Waluigi as the example of that you can hurt assist trophies. That was done on purpose. You know that. Yeah, you know that was specifically done on purpose. Oh my god. Let me out. Let me out. I could survive that double stab, but only if I'm basically at full health. But I don't want to heal up again. Okay, good. Oh, come on. I thought I got him. Death. Piranha Plant was... yeah, middle finger. Pretty much. But in some ways, I think it's very creative, and I don't hate it. At least it was a free DLC. Yeah, at least Piranha Plant was a free DLC thing. The deep cut picks are typically in the base roster. You don't really do the deep cut picks in, like, the DLC. Or at least the first season of DLC. You know? I'll try healing. I had a feeling that would be the case. And, death. Making progress one little baby step at a time. At this point, I want to try to be able to power up my weapon. So if I could get enough souls... If I could get enough souls to power up my weapon, that'd be great. Or I should say, buy the other shard at the very least. Okay, no. Ooh, I don't like that. Okay, get out. Come on, I can't escape. I'm trying to get to the door. Ugh. Nowadays, you have to pay for him. He isn't even a part of that thing unless you get all the DLC costumes for minis and fighters. What are you talking about? Wait, was Piranha Plant Wii U? Piranha Plant was Wii U, right? Hold on. So he's in the he would be in the base roster of Ultimate. Piranha Plant. I can't remember if he was Wii U or Ultimate. Oh yeah, okay, he was Ultimate. Oh, you're right. He was free at first, but that was when you linked your Smash Bros. Ultimate account. Wait, no, wait a minute. No, hold on. This is the AI giving me, like, wrong information. Hold on. Smash Bros. Brawl, Smash Bros. For Wii U 3DS, Smash Bros. Ultimate as DLC. Oh. Okay, no, he was DLC. Yeah, he was free, but you had to link your game to My Nintendo, but then you had to pay $5 for him separately. Okay, that's what it was. Thank you, Cyber Command. Yeah. Briefly, I was trying to remember if he was Ultimate or Wii U. Yeah, he was free DLC, but now you have to pay for him. Right, okay. At least making at least ever so briefly, right? At least making him free was the best option. That was the best decision. Make the strange pick free, at least for a little bit. Yeah, you get him with the first month or two of the game being out. You link to My Nintendo. I thought he was always free, but nope. I guess it was temporary free. Oh, come on. I can't get past this guy. Death. Right. But generally, if you're going to do weird picks for fighting games, you don't really put them in the DLC, or at least the first wave of the DLC. Because let's be honest, if Piranha Plant was not free, to start with anyway, I don't think anyone would buy the DLC right away. At the very least, they would wait to see what the other character is. Ooh. Now, typically with fighting games, I'm the mindset of I want access to at least every character. just have the full roster, so I would have gotten Piranha Plant anyway. But there are people that only want to get the characters they like. So when you do something weird, like Piranha Plant... Damn it! At least I got my stuff back this time. Death. They pulled out Sephiroth and everyone was buy DLC immediately. Exactly. At least Sephiroth is not a weird pick. You know, that's a third-party pick. Yeah, Cyber Command, if you weren't here for, like, the full conversation, Batcap brought up how Lin Luin was in the game, even though Lin Luin's game didn't sell well. And I'm like, well, for one, if that was the argument, then the entire roster would be Mario, Zelda, and Pokemon, nothing else. And I brought up, you have to bring in your weird picks. It can't just be the characters you think should be in there. You have to throw in the weird picks for a fighting game. But then I brought up, if you're going to do weird picks, you should put them in the base roster. Can I leave, please? Come on! Death! Because if a fighting game introduces a all the characters you think of that should be in a game, then it's just going to be, you know, just every other version of that game, right? You gotta throw in the weird pick. The character that you would never expect to be in the game. That gets people talking. Most these are only Silver Knights. Yeah, I know, right? If these were... If these were Black Knights, oh my god. I'd be dead. Min Min is considered one of the most hated characters in the game. Okay, that's fine. That doesn't really matter to me. I'm happy that they made Lin Lin. Gets a new unique rep with that has a unique style of gameplay. And sure, ARMS didn't sell that well, but you gotta have the unique character every once in a while. Oh. Oh, I'm still alive. Can't believe it. I'm still alive. Finally. I keep dying to this guy. Fire Emblem is not popular enough to have that amount of characters. You know what? I can fully understand that. As a Fire Emblem fan, I fully understand that. But let me point something out, Batcap. That argument was never an issue until Smash 4 DLC. Also, to be fair, even if ARMS didn't sell, a lot of people actually wanted one of them in Smash, not Lin Lin. Well, people thought it would just be the main character. Like the main... either the main dude or Ribbon, I believe was her name. So picking Lin Lin was an odd choice, but not one people disliked. But, yeah, people didn't complain about Fire Emblem characters until the DLC of Smash 4. Like, it was never an issue until people realized it beat Zelda, Mario, and Kirby. Again, it was Smash 4 that did it. And it was the DLC of Smash 4 that did it. Here's what happened. Melee came out. First time US really saw Fire Emblem. Actually, it is the first time US saw Fire Emblem. Came out with Marth and Roy. Marth is the first game pro tag, and Roy was the newest game pro tag that wasn't even out in Japan yet. Brawl came out. Replaces Roy with Ike. Still Marth. You know, just two characters. Fine. Smash 4. Marth and Ike. People like Ike. Marth is the first character. You keep them both. Surprised we never got a Kirby character after the main three. That is a good point. They could easily add Bandana Waddle Dee at the very least. So yeah, Marth and Ike makes sense. People like Ike. Marth is the first game. They made Robin, who was from Awakening, had a completely unique moveset that represents Fire Emblem even better than everyone else. And Awakening saved the series. They made Lucina, but Lucina is just an Echo Fighter of Marth, so I don't care about that. I honestly don't care about Lucina. It's just an Echo Fighter of Marth, so it just adds another rep to the mix. I don't care about that. Then the DLC for Smash 4 came out. Roy came back. Everyone liked Roy. Everyone was excited for Roy. It was Corrin that did it. Corrin being DLC in Smash 4 was the start of everyone hating the Fire Emblem characters. Now, in Corrin's case, like with some of the other games, especially in Fire Emblem, Corrin was added because Corrin's game wasn't even out yet, but it was close. So they were adding a character from a new game. Oh, right. Purchase. Go. But still, Corrin was the one to do it. Corrin is the most hated FE character. Hold on, let me check this. Wait. You can have a lightning Iato? I was wondering if something like this was possible. So I basically lose out on pure power by make it lightning. I do like having that as an idea. Chaos Blade. Why would I make it into a Chaos Blade? Isn't that a boss weapon, by the way? Has more durability, but... Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I'm not gonna make the Iato and Lightning Iato. If I get a second Iato, though, totally willing to power it up and make that a lightning one. Because, again, you know, some enemies are weak to lightning. You have to head out. Have a good rest of your day, Batcap. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for draining the bad luck. Krelag's weapon? Oh, that's Chaos Blade? Okay. Wait. Wasn't that a fire weapon? Well, it didn't show to have fire elemental, though. But yeah, it was Corrin. Corrin was the start of people hating on the Fire Emblem characters. Because again, everyone was okay with Roy. Everyone was. People were fine with Robin and Lucina. Especially since Lucina is just a copy and paste of Marth. Like, there were no issues there. It was specifically Corrin. And then Smash Ultimate came out and did the everyone is here, and then added more Fire Emblem characters after that, and that just didn't help with things. Now, as a Fire Emblem fan, I don't mind the amount of Fire Emblem reps, but that's a biased choice. However, I will make a different argument. I think the representatives for Fire Emblem characters could be completely different. Because the majority of them, because this is a problem with pro tags in RPGs, are just anime guy with sword. When Fire Emblem is more than just, you know, there's more weapons than just sword. So, like, if I were to change the roster around, right? You know what? I made progress. I'm okay with this. Death. So if I were to change the Fire Emblem reps around, but keep the same amount, I would change it up a bit. You know, keep Marth, probably keep Lucina, again, Echo Fighter. That's why Lucina would be in there. Keep Ike, keep Robin. Right? Ike is two-handed weapon, So it's a different move set, and Robin has magic. So Robin is a good rep for Fire Emblem. Past that, though, I would do something like Ephraim, who is a pure lance character. I would do Hector, who is a pure axe character. I would probably add a bow unit. Sadly, there isn't really a good standalone bow unit, so you just have to pick either like Takumi or the one Clive from Three Houses. But if you pick Clive from Three Houses, then you have to pick the other two. So that would be your axe and lance rep, but you get what I mean. And then add a Maniket, like Tiki. Add a dragon. Like, I think that's around the same amount of characters, but like just that change right there changes Fire Emblem a lot better in Smash. That way they're not just anime character with sword. Is Corrin a dragon or human form, or can he just turn into a dragon? He could turn into a dragon. All Manikets are just characters that can turn into dragons. Okay. Sorry. The fastest way to get back in there... Like, let's say... oh, no, I can't turn around. I still have to go through this way. Is it better to go back to the first bonfire since I opened the door? I actually don't know which run back is better. You know what? I only got hit by one. Damn it, I got hit by two. Death. Yeah, Manikets can just turn into a dragon. I think the lore changes on how it works depending on which Fire Emblem game you're playing. Some of them say they limit their power by putting it into a stone, and by using the dragon stone, they could basically access their full power. But they do that willingly. But I think other times it's just they're normally just humans. But then to go into dragon form, they just have to have a dragon stone. It's not like a limitation type of thing they mentioned. Maybe that's just a tiny detail, story, lore-wise. But essentially, if they want to go dragon, they need a dragon stone. Although, if I remember correctly, Path of Radiance and Radiant Dawn are the exceptions to that rule. That's a better run back to the boss? Yes, I had a feeling. So I'm going to try to head back to that first bonfire. I don't think there's anything else around here I would need. What? Let's try to run away. I don't need to fight him. Although he's chasing me down. Okay. Let's head... No, I'm gonna go up and around. No, I'm not. But yeah, you brought up that Corrin's the most hated Effie character. That's like, if we're talking about actual Fire Emblem and not Smash Brothers, right? That is true, but it's one of those cases where people hate Corrin because of his characterization within the story. It's the story reason why people hate Corrin. But actually, gameplay-wise, Corrin's a good unit. So people don't like Corrin just because of the story. Whereas if you look at someone like Roy, people don't like Roy in Fire Emblem, but that's only because his gameplay. It's because he promotes. Roy is not able to promote in Fire Emblem until like the last chapter in the game, basically. So essentially he's useless. But people don't hate his character. You actually like playing Corrin Ultimate? You see, I would make an argument for Corrin to keep in Smash because at least he has a different moveset. But if I were to change the roster around, I would cut Corrin, swap him out with probably a pure Maniket like Tiki. Just go pure dragon instead of the sword dragon hybrid. And even though Byleth covers the... Yeah, he still have a sword, but it turns into a weapon. He has 3 other weapons, so it kind of covers that all in one. I still would have a dedicated axe user. I still would rather have a dedicated axe user. Or a spear user. But, you know, I had a friend that was complaining about, like, something, oh my, like, he complained about Dragon Quest. He would be like, oh, it's another anime character with a sword fighter, you know, because he never played Dragon Quest, so he doesn't care. And that's what happens with a lot of people that complain about anime character with sword. They usually only complain about it when it's a character they don't really care for. And I told him, that's more of a problem with game designers just making the main pro tag a sword fighter. Because most of the time, that's just the default. That's more of a problem of the original game making the main pro tag sword unit instead of making them something else. And I even told my friend, let's be honest, if Chrono was in the game, you would be happy. And he's like, yeah, I would love it if Chrono was in there. Be like, yep, but that's another anime character with a sword fighter. Or anime character with a sword. So, again, that whole argument is more of a problem with just RPGs constantly making their main characters a sword unit. Instead of going with something else like a spear or an axe. Or even go with fisticuffs. Some break the mold, for sure. But the majority is sword unit. Let me try it. Okay, you are a stronger variant. I could probably just ignore these two and go straight to the boss. But I already got hit. I'm committed. I'm committed. I might as well fight him. But yeah, I could probably just run past these two. Now I think about it. Oh, damn it! Could I even have escaped that attack? I actually don't know if I could have. Granted, I didn't try to dodge there, but I'm actually not sure. Damn it. Wait, what? Oh, you could full heal? That's bullshit. Look, I get it, some enemies can heal, but that's a full heal. No. Enemies that heal, get out of here. I am definitely not going to the boss after this guy. Definitely running back to the bonfire after this. But at this point, I'm committed. I want to take him down. Win or lose, you know. I'm committed to this fight. But of course, he went for the heal right when I healed. So he was able to pull it off. Like, what the hell is that glow? Good. The shield. Shield slam. I'd rather have that move. Oh my god. Okay. Is there any way to stop that heal? Maybe if I actually got, like, some sort of stun on him. But I didn't. Maybe he only gets 2 heals. Finally got him. 3,000. And I got a halberd. I'm running back. I need my healing. Maybe he's a permanent kill. If he's a permanent kill, I'm willing to take down the other one. So, okay, so that's why you lie. Reeve, Fantasio, it has every character can be every class. Just some are better with specific ones. Fire Emblem 3 Houses does that. More specifically, 3 Houses. There were some games where you could change job classes, sure, but 3 Houses is meant to be, you know, you're basically a teacher, and you're instructing the students in whatever path they go into. So you can make the team all the same, but each character has kind of their ideal class to go into. But you can make them all whatever you want them to be. The ones in this room are Royal Sentinels. They have healing magic. Yeah, I see that. But it seems only to be used twice. Oh, Cyber Command, I just remembered something. As soon as I entered that room the first time, it said one of the eyes that I had was, like, reacting to that room. Is that something I should mess around with? Can I level up? No, I can't. I can't reinforce because I need to go to the smithy. Yep. That is super important? Okay. Come on. There we go. Speaking of Fire Emblem Cyber Command, Hot Corn Dog came in like 2 hours ago. And he did my challenge run redeem. So after we're done with Dark Souls, we're going to be playing the 6th Fire Emblem game. But the challenge is I cannot use promoted units. I can only use unpromoted ones. So that will be after Dark Souls. Originally it was going to be Doom, but Challenge Run Redeem was used. Well, luckily there's no new games that I plan to do coming out soon, so that's what we'll be doing. Yeah, I have the make me do a challenge run redeem, and the only restriction that I really have is I have to have personally played the game before. That's really my only restriction. Not necessarily streamed before, but personally I've played before. Fat guy with a hammer. With short guy with spear. Okay, 2v1. Ooh, this ain't good. Definitely did not watch my friend get this far, that's for sure. Dead. Definitely did not watch my friend get this far. Although I might have seen these two briefly in like Pikachu's stream or something, but I have not. Yeah, did not see my friend get to this. That's for sure. How do we deal with them? It's a 2v1. What's the cool fact about the fat boy? I thought I saw a statue of him earlier, though. I think in this area, actually. You know, I don't even know why I'm here. I don't even know why I'm spending all my time going here. I'm just exploring to explore. But at least we have access to the better smithy. Good, I didn't get hit. Didn't waste a potion. His helmet is a double feint. His face isn't the face-like mask. It isn't in the eyes of the... Oh, damn it, I got hit. There's actually eye slits right underneath the chin where he actually looks out of. Oh, really? Let me see if I could get a better look. Oh, come on with that bullshit. Maybe you're supposed to, like, parry that move. I love how the other sentinel is just trying to chase after me. Okay. You know, I think I see the eye slits. I don't know why my shield was up. I don't remember hitting triangle. He was right there and yet I whiffed. Okay. I actually think getting rid of the big guy is the easier target out of the two right now. Man, I deal decent damage. Obviously dodge Orstein when I can, but... I think Smog is probably the easier target. Damn it. Go for the heal. Okay. One more hit. Why am I caught? Damn it. I got stabbed. One down. Okay, now I just powered up the other one. Okay. Oh, that was strange. Okay, death. That was a huge delay with his ranged attack. It's one of those things you have to look at the model to notice. That is true. You need a closer look, or get the Dark Souls like art book that's that can be bought. Shows all the design stuff, and you can probably see it there, and they'll probably even mention it. I think it's like the Dark Souls Design Works or something. This is tied as the hardest boss in Dark Souls 1? It is a 2v1. So that definitely does make a difference. I'm pretty sure if you beat the smaller one first, Smog would be able to power up as well. The problem is, I think Smog is easier to deal with out of the two when, you know, you gotta deal with both of them. But I gotta learn phase 2. Yeah, I gotta take the time to learn phase 2. Orson was the easier kill for you? Nice. I mean, I could try getting rid of him. It's more of like the Straw was easier to predict his attacks, so it's easier for me to dodge. And the fact that Orson can, well, for one, he just easily dodged like all my attacks right there. But like he can rush in and hit me. But originally I was going for Orstein because Smog like would just take forever to get to me. Question. If you get into phase 2, do they get a full heal? Or do they keep the health? Damn it. Oh, I was doing well. I was doing super well there. Death. It is a full heal? Okay, so target one. Target one of them. You know what? I'm going to take a quick break. I think my dog needs to go outside. So, we're going to take a quick break. BRB. I am back. Audio is stuttering. Let me fix that. Let me fix the audio stuttering. We got an ad anyway, so imagine having ads. Man is taking a bit for this to load back up. Let me guess. It's already running. Like, no, it's not. Yep. 4K capture is already running. No, it's not. If it was running, we would have sound. Okay, let me fix this. Please work. Game, computer, I mean, come on. Come on, man. Come on. It is not already running. Are you kidding me? Do I seriously have to play the rest of this without sound? I mean, I could give you audio, or game audio, but I won't have any. 4K capture is already running. No, it is not. It is not running. I hate it when it does this. And I don't know how to fix it without, like, starting... Okay, yep. Maybe if I give it some time to realize that it's not running. So I am going to turn on the Elgato sound. You should be able to hear it. Actually, I could easily check. Laptop. It's like so hard to hear that I can't hear it, even if I have my laptop on full blast. Okay, I hear the game audio. One slice was enough. Okay. Never mind. So, you can hear the game audio, I can't. Probably give this boss another go, as is. But then maybe I'll try to fix the audio after. You know, I can unequip the item one. Equip the item ring. Absorbs HP from fallen enemies. That's really nice. I should have that equipped probably normally. However, I should go with... Boost defense versus physical attacks? Sure. Why not? Get some extra defense in here. You win yet? I'm working on it. Trying to. Summon the Sunbro, he'll help a lot. That is, I guess that is a good point. I would have to use a humanity to become human. But yeah, I could do that. But Hot Corn Dog, this is only my 4th attempt at the boss. My 2nd attempt, I beat one of them, then got to phase 2. So far I'm doing okay. And I swapped my ring for some extra defense. Raise vitality at least 20 to survive. What is my stats at? Vitality at... Yeah, my vitality is at 14. I should probably raise it more. That would require me to do some grinding. That would require me to do some grinding if I wanted to do that right now. which I could, but I would just be fighting the sentinels, basically, to do that. Not necessarily these ones, the ones closer to the bonfire. Or better armor. Unlike the rest of the series, armor actually matters in this one. Well, here's the thing. If I choose more defensive armor, it's harder for me to dodge. Whereas if I keep this on, it's easier for me to dodge. Or at least get back out of a dodge roll. So there's trade-offs. Let's try it. See what I mean? This guy just lunges right at you. God, really? I'm just being wombo comboed right now. Oh, damn it. Okay, death. Can't I fix the audio? Please fix the audio. Try it again. Oh my god, it's working again. I got the audio actually fixed on my side. Except it's stuttering a lot. Never mind. Wait. It's stabilizing. Okay, we'll keep it. Technical issue resolved? You might have to do the math. You need to have less than 70% to still medium roll. You need less than 25 to light roll. Okay, no. Turn that off. Turn that back on. Okay. Now I think technical issue is probably resolved. Okay, good. Okay, let me look at my equipment then. I don't know if this is the... My equip load. I think that's what we're talking about, right? Less than 25% to light roll? Is that what I'm supposed to look at? I think so. So if that's how it works, right? It's a percentage. So 62, 25%. 15.5. Makes you roll further, gives you a frame or two more than medium roll. I am currently with the light roll. That's what I currently have. I have it's a 25% of 62 is 15.5. So I really can't do much more than this. Assuming that is correct, Hot Corn Dog. So, yeah, I could upgrade my armor and, you know, change it up. But I would lose dodge roll ability. Well, not lose it, but heavily weaken it. And it affects movement, too. So, that's also something to consider. Okay, yeah, I was looking at the right one. Did the Iaito get longer when I power it up? It looks like it's, like, not as... I don't remember it being that long of a blade. I think it might have more reach now. By the way, Hot Corn Dog, I have a 10 Iato. Iato plus 10. I have the option of turning it to a lightning Iato. It loses pure power, but it gives a lightning elemental base, which probably would help with these guys. But I almost want a second Iato to turn that one into the lightning one. if I'm correct, Hot Corn Dog, you mentioned that the shop that sells more Iaitos, I'm sorry, is in Blighttown? But I had to join a certain covenant. Do you happen to know which covenant, by any chance? Oh, I was supposed to use the eye. Shit, it's not safe to use the eye right now. Let's go up here. I should be safe. Yeah, that guy's not targeting me. Invade world of murderer of firekeeper. Was this the one that was reacting? Or was it... Soul of Wait, when did I get this? Many souls to create unique weapon. Core of Fire. Oh, these are to make boss weapons. Okay. Coin of Old Man... What was I... Oh, am I thinking of... No, not these. I'm thinking of the Basilisk Eye. That's currently what I'm thinking of. Where is that? Never mind. I don't see the Basilisk Eye. Firekeeper's Killer. Ooh, do I do that now? You remember the forest? The one with the seal? Open the seal. Make sure to smack the wall next to the seal. Maybe we'll save this for later. The Firekeeper's Killer. That's the Gold Knight guy. I believe. Oh, come on. I'm probably not getting my stuff back. That's probably not going to happen. Timed that wrong. And there was no escape there, I don't think. Death. So if I want to get another Iaito, I basically need to go into the forest. However, I probably have enough souls to be able to buy the key now from the smithy. Once you be all, you'll be able to join a covenant. Once you join, you'll see 2 NPCs. After I reroad the area, they'll go to the bottom of Blighttown. Okay. I could go and do that to buy another Iaito, so I can potentially make another one Lightning Elemental, just so I have 2. For whatever I would need. Or I keep trying. Because my options are go into the forest. I could probably do that now. I could go to Wooded Hollow. I might have the stats for it. Or do this boss. But maybe I need more HP. And buy more HP with more extra defense as well. Luckily, I can easily get back here. It's not that much of a trek. Find all of what I need and then kill them One of them got the ninja ring, and that'll be perfect for my build? Okay, well... Oh, also, let's, unequip these two. I don't need that. Maybe we'll go find that covenant. Oh, yeah. If I get another Iaito, I can upgrade that one and then turn that into a lightning one. That way I have the option. It looked like lightning was the only thing I could turn it into. Since I'm not doing PvP anytime soon. Well, I don't have PlayStation Plus, so definitely no PvP. Kind of just do what I want against most covenants. Right. Yeah, unless I get PlayStation Plus. Oh, that's probably how I get back up. Okay. Yeah, unless I end up getting PlayStation Plus, I won't be doing any PvP. The fastest way out of here. I have to backtrack all the way through, don't I? There's not really a good shortcut here. Oh, that does suck. There isn't really a good shortcut for this place. Yep. I have to go through all this again, don't I? I was gonna say, I'm waiting for the death. Why do I feel like there's like a elevator for that? Still a 3-hit KO. Yeah, I better deal with you. I think you're now a 3-hit KO, though. That helps. Especially, see, I don't know if I could tell you, but it'll save time. But I'll need some skill. Skill as in Dex? Or skill as in something else? Like, get good. There's gotta be like another shortcut through this place. It really doesn't seem like there's a shortcut here. Outside. So go this way. Go down here. Go through this way, go back. You need to beat the duo boss up and face it. Yeah, I know. I know I'll have to come back and do that. Okay. But the option is either get good or maybe power up a different weapon. Just have more options. Again, I could just keep trying. I could do that. But having a second Iaito to potentially make it lightning, it'll give me choices. Okay. Made it here. That's my checkpoint. Yeah, I'm gonna have to run all the way back through Sense Fortress just to get back there, but that's okay.
Well, use needed.
So, 20,000.
I'll be seeing you then. Be careful out there.
Okay, I need another 6,000. Okay, that's more than enough now.
Well, hello, use needed. Most weapons and armor, whatever. If you could.
That's not what I meant to do. Perfect.
Don't get yourself killed. Neither of us want to see you go hollow.
Once you do, I'll unlock fast travel. That's how I normally should be able to freely go back and forth, ignoring the hellish place completely. Oh, of course. Of course that's when I unlock fast travel. At least from there to somewhere else. You know what? I want my item drops back. Yeah, I want to try to get as much of these as possible. These guys are one-hit KOs now. Or maybe it's a small range. Nope, one-hit KO. Halfway through the game. Oh, once I beat them, I'm halfway through? Nice. Yeah, I could bash my head against a wall trying to fight them. I could have kept going. And again, part of me was thinking it probably would be easier if I had Lightning Elemental, but I would have had a weaker weapon for everything else. So just wanting to have the choice is kind of why we're doing this. Okay. So to read your message again. Oh, let me see. I think I have to... What did you say? Open this... You have to face 4 to 5 dudes. Beat them all. I'll be able to join the Covenant. No, wait. So open the seal. Smack the wall next to the seal. Yeah, smack the wall next to it. That's what it was. So... Was it before or after going in? Ah. Oh, that's mean. putting one right there. Okay. I'm gonna need to use up humanities. There we go. Yeah, that was the message I was trying to find, Aquan Dog. I remember you told me to do that. I mean, it looks like a doorway, so maybe you can make the assumption that it might have been a hidden wall. It's hard to tell sometimes, though. Death. Okay. This is a later area, isn't it? I have to do a lot of hits. I should probably go after the mage first. This isn't going to be easy, but this is all to buy, or potentially buy a Iaito. Death. It's tough even at level 200? Okay. We're gonna find out if these are permanent kills. Is this bullshit? A little bit of homing. Okay. Death. Going after the wizard first. That's causing a lot of issues. Okay, dead. Try fighting one at a time. I'm kind of trying to, Hot Corn Dog. The problem is, that wizard is really annoying. And I think if I could get rid of him, I could then do one-on-one. Well, he's not aggroed. Maybe I can pull this off. Dead. Okay. You know, if I go all the way over here, I can aggro just him. That will help. That'll make a difference. They respawn too? Of course they do. I was kind of hoping it might have been a permanent kill, but nope. Damn it, you got me. Death. I did a little bit better there. Why do I even bother? It's nothing. was gonna say, where is he? Shit. Death. If I could get rid of him, I could easily get rid of the wizard. And if I could get rid of the wizard, I could get rid of... Well, I could target the other one. Why don't I just try parrying? I'm not good at parrying. I thought I got him, but he dodge rolled. Still got him anyway. 3,000 souls. Have I tried using the Dragon Tooth and one-shot them? Dragon Tooth? Do I even have a Dragon Tooth? That was so many weapons. I have Dragon King Great Axe. Oh, there is the Dragon Tooth. Oh, it has a lot of durability. It doesn't... Wow, it doesn't take much strength to use. Oh, no, it takes 40 strength to use. It doesn't have the bonus. Does it... Is it really that strong? Again, I can't use it. I can't equip it. Because I'm going with Dex, not Strength. I'm at a weird hill that was causing issues, but I got rid of him. I was gonna say, there's another guy that chased me down. Okay. 2,000. Slow to attack, but very freaking strong, yeah. There's more. Don't know where they are. Someone else is here. There you are. I was gonna say, tree man. No! Okay, good. That could have gone far worse. Hey, Cyber Command. Did I beat the dynamic duo? I did not. I decided to leave because I am told if I go in here and join a different covenant, we can buy another Iaito. That way I can build that one up and get myself an option for a lightning Iaito. That's kind of what we're doing. I did have to run all the way back through Sense Fortress. Kind of annoying, but I kind of just want the option. What? Did I use the eye thing? I almost did, but I wasn't sure what it fully did, so maybe I'll come back and do that next time I head back. Damn it! Death. Very close. It said it would take me to... It will have me invade the guy who killed the Firekeeper. So I know I need to do that. Of course, they're still here. I was gonna say, I aggroed the wizard. Not the one I wanted to aggro. Wait, where is the other ones? Who told you that's... I don't remember bringing it up, and then again, you got hit with... That's the only way to regain the Fire Ring Shrine bonfire. Oh, okay. Hawkcorn Dog Cyber Command told me about the using the eye there. Or I asked if I should use the eye. He said yes, so I'm like, I was about to use it. But I wasn't sure, so I decided to not use it. Because I wasn't sure. I think I saw a guy over here. No? Oh.
Is it not so that thou art new? Thou fared well to find me, but cometh thee not for the grave of Sir Artorius? My advice true. Forget this. The legend of Artorius art none but a fabrication. Traversing the dark. 'Tis but a fairy tale. Have thine own respect. Go not yonder knocking for nothing, I say.
Yes?
Well, indeed. Thou art a strange one. Nevertheless, I feel some liking.
The Iaito?
I'm Alvina of the Darkroot Wood.
I
command a clan of hunters who track down defilers of the forest groves. What dost thou say? Wilt thou not join us? Oh, yes, I believe we would suit thee well. I am very glad. And now thou art one of us. Let us establish a covenant.
Yeah, I gotta not join the spider lady anymore. Could be a forest hunter.
And here taketh this ring.
Cat Covenant ring.
Thou wearest that ring. It allows for thine summoning. If mine senses reveal intruders, then I will summon thee. Fend them off, sir. I beseech only this. I shall summon others who will, by their honor, work tirelessly with thee. Thou shalt receive great reward, and whatsoever ye shall pillage will be thine own. A true agreement. Not so. But thou must heed the golden rule. The clan is thine own family. To thine kinsman.
Just rejoin the spider later. I know.
Darest not in any attempt to double cross. Have no doubt, such wretchedness never will we tolerate.
Okay. Hot Corn Dog, you asked about the Iaito. When I first got the Iaito in Blighttown, I asked if there was a way for me to get another one, and I think you told me about the shop. Or maybe I asked if there was a shop that sold it, and then you told me about it. Okay. So now that I have joined the Forest Hunters, I need to go back to Blighttown now? That's when I can start buying from their shop? Another trip all the way down there. Oh, you're the one I saw.
I've heard all about you. I'm Shiva of the East, captain of the brigade. Let's teach you the clan basics now, as there's no time to chat in the midst of fighting. Except there is little in the form of rules. Look here. Fight and hunt as you like. Whoever's fastest gets the prey. That's the way we do it. Only, don't forget what Arvina said. Traitors aren't given a second chance, for any reason. That's about it then. Don't worry. It's a good old time, isn't it? Great to have you with us. Good hunting to you.
Okay.
Don't worry now. You'll be called in soon enough. Hunters with patience score the best kills. Don't worry now.
Okay.
You'll be called in soon.
You're saying he's the vendor?
Ah, did you notice that one? Sharp eyes? He is one of the clan from the east, like myself.
Oh, okay.
Always slinking in the shadows. But he is a tough one. You'll see what I mean.
Exhaust
Don't worry
dialogue.
now. You'll be called in
Okay.
soon enough.
You say nothing.
Don't worry.
Again, you're not saying anything else.
Ah, thou dost cometh. How fares ye? My hopes for thee are of the highest. Do not such a hope shatter with foul disproportion.
Okay. So, if not, it's the guy next to him. Well, neither of them are allowing me to buy from them. So, I need to now head to Blighttown. Right? That's where I need to go now? Because they're not really reacting. So I think I now need to head to Blighttown. They don't sell now. Down in Blighttown. Okay. We're going to Blighttown. Can't level up. Repair equipment. Go ahead and double check before going too far. Okay, I'll just wait here for a minute. I could upgrade my armor. Well, I probably can't upgrade everything. Let's increase. Honestly, this doesn't look like it would do anything. Just extra defenses. Oh, bleed and poison resist, too. Okay. It doesn't seem to... Oh, no. This one boosts lightning defense by a bit. Oh, okay, it rounds down. I see it. How often do you think I should be powering up armor? I feel like weapons are something I should prioritize more. But I could probably start powering up armor. God. Okay, I don't need that tab open. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna hurt anything. I'll power up. I'm basically just using this armor set. I don't think it's hurting anything. I need more twinkling tantanites. I don't remember where I could buy them. I don't even know if I've fought monsters that can drop them. But, you know, extra stats is something. Why not? I haven't swapped out of this armor set since I got it. So, I'm almost kind of committed to it. Almost. Time drop? Nope. Kind of just item grinding, kind of, but try not to go too far ahead just in case. I'm kind of under the assumption that I need to head to Blighttown. There we go. The fastest way to... Oh, I can't use the Firelink Shrine bonfire, so I have to take this route. Is this the fastest route? How do I get there again? I'm trying to remember, actually. It's been so long since I've been to Blighttown. Oh no, the fastest route is going back to Firelink. That is the fastest route. And go to New Gridania. Or not Gridania, that's Final Fantasy. Go to New Londo. That's what it was. Well then.